He's going to talk about drug reform and any other thing that I want him to. He'll talk about anything that I want him to, that he believes in. If I say this is important to me, then he will work a way in which to make it a part of his platform. My dad respects me more than he respects anyone in the world, and I know that to be certain. So it is not going to be about whether my dad thinks it's going to affect his politics. No, it won't. It's not going to be whether or not he's going to be embarrassed of me. He never will. It's not going to. All of those concerns that you have with all of the people that you know, that are the children of, I have none of them.
You mean like law-abiding behavior and not screwing prostitutes and not having a coke habit and all that kind of stuff? Like that sort of behavior? Is that what he's talking about? That's audio from a new file in Hunter Biden's laptop. His dad did say that he was the smartest person that he knows. Sure, there you go. Welcome back to the program. Dana Loesch here with you. And, goodness. That's like probably one of the least offensive things I think that's on the actual laptop. So on this, let me pull this up. Washington Examiner. He's bragging about his dad's going to allow him. He'll be able to tell his dad what to do politically. Hunter Biden's really the one pulling the strings, everybody. The recording was on a copy of his abandoned laptop with a password-protected backup of his iPhone. And so the guy that the Washington Examiner hired some forensics expert, and they found the password. It was probably 1234 password or something like that, or password 1. And Hunter Biden was bragging to his friend, who's a British artist, that he's better than anybody you know. And is Hunter Biden still painting, or did he stop that after they laundered that money? I mean, he sold those paintings. Sorry, verbal typo. You know, right? Does he paint anymore? Does he do the spit?
You mean spitting through a straw?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not sure.
At least he's blowing things out the straw instead of snorting them in through the straw. So they, he really, at one point he told this artist, or the artist asked him, this broad, she asked him, what does your father say about your drug addiction? And Biden responded, quote, which we can't play because he's like, he says to blinking stop. He's scared to whatever, blinking death. He's scared to death. He's going to talk about drug reform and any other things I want him to. Hunter Biden said. He sounds like a psycho. He actually sounds like a total, like he's high as a kite, too, on this. He really does. He said that if his dad becomes president of the United States, that that Hunter and the attention that is given to him will, quote, will literally be a blinking blip in a blinking radar blinking screen as compared to my presence if my dad becomes president of the United States. Really likes that word, doesn't he? I mean, it's an adjective, it's an adverb. I mean, he can conjugate it in a million different ways. So, yeah, and he said he was bragging about how I was on the front page of every newspaper, including the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, not just the Tatler, he said. He was talking about a British fashion magazine. Just so weird, man. They do not say a single word about him. He's just as involved and is there at all the events, just like the Trump kids were. But the media, they treat him like he's a grown baby. Remember, we've mocked this endlessly. It's just the double standard. And apparently, I was reading this piece over the weekend, how his Hunter Biden's, his ex-wife, it gets confusing, not his former sister-in-law, but his former wife. And we have to say that because he had an affair with his sister-in-law, so it gets confusing. So she's apparently coming out with a book. And she was saying in the book that she was upset that she did not have Secret Service protection, apparently, when they were together. because Biden got it when he was VP and then, president. And she said in the book, one of the quotes that was going around was that it, quote, made her feel not like a true Biden or something like that, because apparently having taxpayer funded secret service is a Biden birthright. Can we just stop for a second? Why do they try to inflate that name? This is some of the just cringiest stuff I've ever seen. Dude, you're not like I don't believe in any kind of monarchy, but they act like there's some kind of monarchy. They so bad. Everybody wants to be the damn Kennedys. We got to have 1 million kids and screw around on your wife a hell of a lot more than that if you're going to be, the Kennedys. Come on.